Hello everybody, this is your one and only Chickensalad here with Alpha Beta Demos, a series where I play early builds of the game to find a hidden gem. I'll be rating each demo from a yeah, meh or nah, where yeah is to buy or play, not to buy or play, and meh being somewhere in the middle. We'll be covering the following demos from Next Fest.
Oh, not the face!
If you would like to see more of these type of content, consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting below. VA Proxy is an open-world fast-paced action game developed by Pyrolith, with a release planned sometime soon. This game actually caught my eye on a post on X showing a character parrying a nuke. A freaking nuke! In VA Proxy, you play as one of the 3 robots fighting for freedom as they explore a world filled with mysteries to uncover through environmental storytelling and the logs you find along the way. The parry system here is generous and rewarding, restoring health to keep you in the fight for longer. Combat feels responsive, which is essential for any action-heavy game, plus the thrill of battling giant mechs, always awesome. Movement is another highlight as it keeps up with the game's fast-paced style, and when it comes down to visuals, it does that rustic, dilapidated aesthetic, staying true to its robotic themes while creating a gritty atmosphere. I'm excited to see how the narrative unfolds. For a game like this, I think they would benefit from leaning more into the environmental storytelling, letting the players piece together the details of the world and its mysteries. I think it would add depth and give us more to ponder as we dig deeper into the universe. Overall, it's a meh for me, but I'll definitely keep an eye on this one, and I hope Pyrolith keeps ramping up the combat and movement to make it even more wild. I'd love to see more fluid movement where speed and mobility is a technique to master and abuse. So if you're into that fast-paced mech battling parry heavy action, VA Proxy might be worth the stab. Or a parry.
Harry, you're dead.
Streets of Rogue 2 is an open-world sandbox RPG from Matt Dabrowski, the supposed human making games. The game's early access is set for the 4th quarter of 2024. In Streets of Rogue 2, your mission is simple: overthrow the government, however you see fit. You'll kick things off with the help of a resistance leader who walks you through the basics, but after that, it's up to you to figure out how to achieve your goal. Though, let's be honest, it's likely to end in some creative chaos. The game's open-ended design lets you build, gather allies and resources, complete quests and level up skills to shape your experience. You also have conversation options with key NPCs to dictate how you wish to proceed. The freedom here is really the main appeal. You can do what you want, how you want, within the confines of the game's universe. It also supports both LAN and split-screen co-op, which I think is the real heart of the game. Playing with friends opens up countless opportunities for wacky, over-the-top moments. The pixel art is spot on for the game style, though I did find there was a bit of visual clutter when you're chatting with quest givers. However, the visual fits the chaotic nature of the game very nicely. Overall, I'm gonna give it a meh. Streets of Rogue 2 is a game you could easily lose hours in, experimenting with different ways to complete quests, which, let's be real, usually means violence. But without strong motivators or direction to take down the government, it might be a bit hard to stay invested. I think ideas of where the current government is imposing taxes or trying to take over your lands even though you got your land rights, or when you start to grow way too big, they start sending an army or maybe even, who knows, Godzilla. That said, this game's true strength is in its co-op potential, where you and your friends can create chaotic memories and stumble upon all kinds of bizarre discoveries. So if you're into that sandbox freedom, tackling quests in your own way, or maybe even building a quiet life away from the main mission, this game might be right up your alley.
I am God.
The Rise of the Golden Idol is a mystery game by Color Grey Games, set to release on November 13th, 2024. This one promises a continuation of the dark narrative full of deceit, murder, and a cursed golden idol that links everything together. The storyline spans years of lies and treachery, unraveling through each case as you slowly piece together the mystery behind the golden idol. The gameplay here revolves around solving cases by matching words to scenarios to uncover the truth. It's a bit different from the previous games where all the word clues populate the moment you click them, which helps streamline the puzzle solving aspect but loses a bit of that accomplishment you get from collecting each word individually. Objects of interest now have symbols above them, making it easier to click on the right spots without pixel hunting, and you also get immediate feedback once you've filled all the words in the scenario, so you know if you're on the right track or need to investigate further. The visuals here is the highlight, with the eerie character designs that look like caricatures that bring an unsettling feel. perfectly matching the story's dark tone. The music also complements this atmosphere well, enhancing that game's mysterious and sinister vibe. Overall, I give it a meh. The quality of life updates, like autofilling word clues, are handy, but it makes searching for clues a bit more passive. However, the visuals are amazing and the cases seem to be a little bit more complex, while keeping the core gameplay intact. If you enjoyed the previous titles in this series, and you want more of that mystery solving thrill, this might be your new idol.
Idol? What idol?
Urban Myth Dissolution Center is an upcoming title from Hakababunko with the release date on the February 13th, 2025. You play as Azami, a girl with blurred views of strange supernatural phenomena. In search of a cure, she encounters Ayumu, a wheelchair-bound director of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. He provides her with glasses that sharpen her visions, revealing her ability to see past events, a form of clairvoyance. Via Ayumu's manipulation, he enlists her to help the center's investigations on urban myths, ultimately leading her to confront secrets about her friend who is currently being haunted by the myth Man Under the Bed. The story, while initially relying on anime tropes, hints at a deeper and darker motives and intriguing character dynamics as the investigation intensifies. Exploration involves investigating marked points of interest, speaking with NPCs, and examining social media posts for clues. The glasses mechanic allows Azami to observe past events, and when used in social media posts, words pop out to her, which can help to identify new leads. Once enough information is gathered, you piece together story sequences to progress. Incorrect deductions are consequence-free, so you can try it as many times as you want. Character designs embrace that familiar anime aesthetics, and the music and visuals invoke that retro handheld feel, but suffers from the repetitive transitions that add little visual interest and value. Overall, it's a meh for me. The story starts predictably, but gains intrigue as it explores myths as social constructs rather than solely supernatural phenomena, which I think is very interesting. As a narrative-driven game, having heavier consequences for deduction errors and a focus on layer motives could evolve into a unique narrative experience for the players. So for those who are intrigued by the urban legends and the layered mysteries, Urban Myth Dissolution Center shows some promise as a slow burner.
So what does the clue mean?
No clue.
Locomotive is developed by Robust Games with the planned release on the fourth quarter of 2024. You are on the Roos Express and the wealthy heiress, Lady Unterworld, is about to announce her successor until she's murdered! You play as one of the three suspects, each trying to prove their innocence. Arthur Ackerman, an attorney assigned to manage her will, loses the critical papers in a gust of wind and is forced to unravel the mystery. The writing here feels reminiscent of Double Fine games, with blending humor with quirky characters and puzzles, which is definitely a huge plus. You explore the train, investigate items and characters, and uncover hidden motives. The classic point and click mechanics require you finding and using the right items to progress the story and the puzzles and twists involved. The cartoonish character designs and pixel art are striking, while the sound and music fits perfectly to the era and tone it's going for. The full voice acting enhances the characters with lively performances adding depth to each character. Overall, it's a yeah for me. Locomotive shines with its art style, engaging script and lively voice acting. The unfolding web of secrets and witty dialogue keeps the player hooked, while offering a delightful mix of mystery and humor. So if you're into that classic comedic murder mystery, this game might have you laughing till the very end.
Some say murder?
Permafrost is developed by Space Rocket Games with the planned release on the year 2025. In Permafrost, the shattered moon has plunged the world into a relentless ice age. You collapse during your journey, only to be rescued by Anna, a surviving escapee from a brutal attack on her settlement. Guided by her to a nearby camp, your fight to survive in this frozen wasteland begins. The classic survival mechanics require you to manage your food, stamina, health, exhaustion, and temperature, all critical to enduring this harsh environment. Scavenge resources, gather weapons, build structures to survive, as well as having a loyal dog companion, which helps a little bit. You get the usual quest givers and audio tapes that add a bit to the narrative of the universe that you're in. The visual and audio are adequate, setting the tone but not particularly striking or amazing. Overall, it's a nut for me. I believe there was a bug that prevented me from completing a quest, or maybe the mechanics were too unclear. Either way, a lack of guidance has made the progression difficult. Optional hints for first-time mechanics would improve accessibility, and knowing that this game has multiplayer, that aspect would enrich the experience. Having unique NPC factions, each with their own ways of surviving this icy hellscape, creating moral and ethical conflict, may also enhance the experience. So if gritty survival games are your thing, this might be worth a look, but as it stands, it's a tough sell.
Anyone here interested in Permafrost?
Tenebris Somnia is developed by Andres Borrighi. and Cybot Studios, with no planned release date. You may know them from their previous game, The Black Heart. In Tenebrous Somnia, you're haunted by reoccurring nightmares of your ex-boyfriend's violent death at the hands of monstrous creatures. You try to contact him with no avail, and with no other options left, you visit his apartment to find it in disarray. An occult book leads you to an open sealed door, plunging you into a terrifying world that mirrors your nightmares. You explore the eerie environments, gathering and combining items to solve puzzles. Equipped with basic weapons, you fend off nightmarish creatures and progress through the story. The storytelling is delivered through in-game dialogue, environmental clues, and cinematic cutscenes. The retro pixel art blends impressively with the live-action cinematics, making for a jarring yet compelling style. The simple controls suit the game's pace, while the retro-inspired audio completes the immersive experience. Overall, it's a yeah for me. The striking mix of live-action scenes, the pixel art is both unsettling and captivating, with clear dedication to the quality in the cinematic sequences. Tenebrous Somnia combines the straightforward mechanics of atmospheric visuals and sounds for that unique horror experience. So if you're drawn to creepy puzzles and chilling aesthetics, this one might be one nightmare to live through.
The nightmare again.
Sorry We're Closed is developed by Alamon Games, with a planned release date on 15th November 2024. In Sorry We're Closed, you play as Michelle, who is grappling with heartbreak and is thrust into a surreal demon-haunted odyssey. Awakened by a demon seeking love, she is cursed with a third eye, unveiling hidden realms and sinister specters, from victims of the same demonic affliction and the demons themselves. The narrative's profound undercurrent of loss and its unsettling demon-human dualities enrich the journey as you progress. The third eye mechanic conjures a protective space, briefly stunning demons and revealing their vulnerable hearts, which are their sole weak points when activated. Striking this frail point infuses the combat with calculated risk versus reward tension, making the gameplay ever so interesting. Exploring is done via fixed camera angles. Players scavenge for crucial items, solve puzzles, and survive by shifting into first-person perspective when attacking. The punk rock aesthetics and the retro polygonal visual create that stylish yet haunting atmosphere, complemented by audio that captures the eerie retro horror experience. Overall, it's a yeah for me, with its strikingly stylized visuals, potential for layered themes, and gameplay. Sorry We're Closed offers a nice refreshing mechanic on survival horror. It's a mix of combat nuance and atmospheric dual-world exploration which makes it intriguing. Thus, I shall be keeping my eyes on this one.
You know I love all my demons equally.
Scarlet D Inn is developed by At2 Games, with no planned release date. In Scarlet D Inn, you play as Elise, a single mother of two navigating a quaint life of the mundane and meaningful. During a seemingly innocuous errand, a horrific discovery, a boy on a blood-stained bench, and a sinister beekeeper. As he approaches her, she falls into the depths of an eerie labyrinthine mine. Revived by a mysterious spirit, Elise must navigate her way back to the village, facing the newfound horror. This 2D platformer blends exploration and puzzle solving. Elise runs, jumps, interacts with levers, and gathers items essential for puzzles, all while engaging with NPCs to further the story. You'll also enjoy the odd pastoral touch, like petting geese. A stunning showcase of embroidery-inspired design, the game boasts unique, richly textured visuals from characters to text boxes, mirroring a rustic bygone era. The music is evocative, which highlights and intensifies the atmosphere. Overall, the rating is a yeah for me. With its captivating handcrafted visuals and unexpected dark narrative, the Scarlet D Inn reimagines folklore with modern storytelling finesse. The embroidered art style lends an antiquated yet fresh aesthetics that is as mesmerizing as the unfolding mystery. This game will be perfect for players drawn to a chilling, story-driven adventure infused with the old world charm.
There's a darkness here.
Keep Driving is developed by YCJY Games, with no planned release date. You may know them from their other games Sea Salt and Post Void. In Keep Driving, you set out on a nostalgic, spontaneous summer road trip to your friend to play some video games. The date is Thursday, May 3rd, and nothing else calls to adventure like the open road and no plans for the summer. In this management RPG, you start off with customizing your character's background for some stats and item bonuses, and choosing a car, each with their unique advantages. Inventory is managed through a grid-based system, also allowing for creative storage by folding seats to free up some space. As you journey on the open road, random encounters appear, which are resolved through turn-based, card-based combat. During these events, you will need to use and manage your energy, car durability, and resources. Keep an eye out on the fuel, car upkeep, and personal energy as you go. and make the most out of each gas station and mechanic for supplies and upgrades. Hitchhikers add both perks and challenges, and reflective choices offer bonuses along the way. The pixel art aesthetics perfectly captures the retro road tripping vibes, with the sound design and era-specific audio deepening the immersion. Overall, I'm going to give this one a yeah. The blend of inventory management, varied encounters, and hitchhikers keeps the game interesting and engaging. If they included further narratives with the hitchhikers and staff along the way, it could allow for deeper personality-based dynamics and would add even more depth to the journey and gameplay. If managing the inventory and the open road calls for you, this might be the sign you are looking for.
It's a cross-country road trip.
So thank you for watching the video till the end. So here's a quick summary of all the games that I thought were yeah, all the games that I thought were nah, and all the games that were in between. If any of these games piqued your interest, please go check them out and form your own opinions, but I do hope that I've led you to some good games. So thank you for watching. Comment down below which one was a yeah, meh or nah, and as always, take it easy. Until next adventure, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.